Have you ever thought to yourself, if I don't do it, it just won't ever get done?
No, I never thought that. No.
Let's talk about it. Welcome to the Then Comes Love podcast. I am Anidra, and this is my man, Wendell, and we are your hosts for the Then Comes Love podcast.
Yes.
And the goal of this is we just want to, talk about topics, things that we go through as couples, as families, because it's not just about being married.
We're just talking about life.
About life, kids. And the goal is to kind of touch on the topics and try to give you some tips because when we were young and married, we didn't have, nobody really gave us. And so we didn't have anybody that would just keep it real with us about
or maybe we were so young, maybe we wouldn't listen too. That's a part of it too.
That's true.
One of us was hard-headed. Not me.
I wonder who that was. But anyway, we want to talk about it because we want to see marriages
succeed.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a word for it. So today I'm talking about something that I know my ladies can probably relate to.
Whoa, why you figure it's just the ladies? You know, like it's fellas out there. Come on,
if I don't do it,
it's 2025.
It just won't get done. Okay, I have felt like
what you saying?
Dividing responsibilities. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
When I get home. He probably hates it when I say this. I work full time. And matter of fact, my job is more than 40 hours a week. I come home. Well, first of all, let me back up.
Yeah, back up.
I get up every morning to go to work. Me and my daughter would take her to school, whatever.
You don't gotta do that.
Go to work.
Because she can catch the bus.
Or she can drive. She drives sometimes. But come home from work. Remember I said I'm dealing with people all day. Kind of just it's more than 40 hours a week. Come home, don't even take my shoes off.
That's your fault.
And
Go ahead.
And I go straight to cooking. Okay? I do the grocery shopping, which the grocery shopping is the worst part, okay? Because I got to figure out what we're going to eat for a week or 2 weeks, okay? Do that. On my days off, which are Fridays, so I do that Monday through Thursday. On my days off, I clean the house. And then on Saturday, that's our Friday night, we try to do something, but he really sometimes doesn't want to do anything because he's tired.
Right.
So Saturday we may go out. Sunday starts my work week. So in addition to the responsibilities, I got kids that, they're calling upon us and calling on me and asking me to do stuff. They need help with budgeting. They need help with paying a bill. They need help with job, whatever. So I feel like if I don't do all of those things, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's part of
and I do our budget. Should I do in my SpongeBob voice 20 years later with the list, I got a CVS receipt of all the things that I do. Anything you want to, and if I don't do those things, I'm the planner. I keep up with all that. If I don't do those things, who gonna do them? Oh, you tried it. You tried it.
You finished now? Can I go ahead and tear all of this down that you trying to
go ahead? Go ahead, tear it on down. Then tear it on down.
First of all, don't act like this in front of the people because a lot of people don't know you. They don't know me. I'm gonna tell you the truth and what it really is.
Okay, tell me the truth, bro.
You have a sickness. You have an illness, and it is not my problem.
Wait.
Let me go and explain it. No.
Why I gotta be sick?
Sure, I'm gonna explain it. First of all, okay, you have this thing called OCD times 2. Now, I can walk in a room, and you can walk in a room, and the room looks clean. But in her brain and in her mind, it's not clean. So she feels this need to do all these crazy things. She gonna go clean, extra clean. There's not tracks on the rug. I gotta make tracks.
First of all,
there. Hold on, you had your spell. Now you're talking about all this cleaning that you volunteer to do on Friday. Nobody asked you to do this. Nobody demands this of you. This is what you have to do. Okay. And let's talk about this. What?
Do you want a dirty house?
The house is not dirty, but baby, there's dirty, and then there's just okay.
Okay, but if I'm nasty,
Babe, okay, but
and don't clean up nothing, and I let underwear be all on the floor, if I don't cook, if I don't clean,
is never that. It's never that. Now, if there's times when I'll be like, okay, babe, let's clean, because that's when it's bad. But you be doing the most on your day off, okay? And like for instance, when we used to get married, we used to get into these arguments because Anidra would, start cleaning, and she thinks because she starts cleaning, I should help her. Let me explain before we get any further. Let me explain what I mean by that. I know I sound crazy right now, but let me finish my sentence. Anidra will start vacuuming and cleaning the house. It would be like 12 o'clock midnight, and want somebody to help her.
Because I can't.
That's your business.
Because I cannot go to sleep with a dirty house.
That is your business. It's 12 o'clock midnight, yo. If you can't wait,
I can't do it. I can't.
Guess you can. At 12 o'clock midnight, that's your sickness. That's your illness.
Why that you try
because you try to make it seem like I'm this trifling dude and you do all this.
No,
no, man. Some of that stuff is 25 years of me breaking my neck trying to keep up with the craziness. I'll let you have it. I appreciate you that you cook and clean, but nobody requires you to come straight home and not take off your shoes, not change your clothes, and straight cook. Now here's the deal: I can cook, but you don't like my cooking, so therefore you have to cook. But you do not have to come home and feel like you got to jump in on it right away. I call you and ask you, what can I do? How can I help? Whatever, because it's a team thing.
It is,
but don't make it seem like it's so one-sided. Like you just do everything and pull woe is Nidra. Y'all pray, help me.
Okay.
Send me a cash app so I can get a spa day. We're not doing that.
You could do that. But I want to say this now. We are joking about this. We are playful. Hold on. We are playful with this conversation because that's how it was. Mm-hmm. Now we have been very intentional about dividing responsibilities.
Very intentional.
So we could joke about that because that's how things were. We had to. There was once upon a time. Mm-hmm. Now I still do come home and I go straight to cooking because I don't get home till 5, and my boys who are too grown to be waiting for me to cook. I wouldn't even
make them jokers nothing right now. That's a you problem.
Yes, but I gotta take care of my babies.
No,
they're always my babies.
We was married when we was their age.
Yeah, but who else how else they gonna eat? They gonna eat pizza rolls and everything all day. I don't want them to do that. I am a mom.
Do you see how she's doing the most? She don't have to do all these things she's doing.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
But that's my way of taking care of the home. Right. I'm trying to create a space that where you feel comfortable. You ain't got to worry about eating.
And I appreciate it.
Because here's the thing: what do you ask for when it's time to eat? What do you want?
Well, it's whatever. I'm just whatever.
No, you say I want
a plate. Oh, I just don't like chicken nuggets and fries.
Right. I can't make him chicken tenders. I can't make him a sandwich.
That does not require you to do it.
I can't have tacos.
Babe, do I require you to do it though?
No.
Tell the truth.
But I know that's what you like. So I'm trying to make sure I'm pleasing my man.
This ain't no Kente type of relationship.
Stop it.
You got your whole foot. Don't even act like that. Don't even do that.
Stop it. So that's my way of me taking care of my home and taking care of my babies.
Right.
So we're joking about that because that is something we really had to be intentional about.
Okay, I'll say this. Yeah, if there was a point where people got taken for granted. Mm-hmm. I would come home and get on the couch, watch TV while you cook. I was real trifling. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I saw that, you know what I'm saying? And then, so we definitely want to make a point not to do that. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I just...
Yeah, we've done better, so one of the things that we've done, I took a pause on it right now just because it has to be financially smart. But one of the things we started doing, because I felt like on my Fridays, on my day just to kind of get refreshed, I was cleaning the house all day. So one of the things he did, he was like, well, let's get somebody to clean the house. Say less, bruh. Say less. Give me the lady and babe, tell the people, was it not better when you got paid the lady to come and do the house?
I mean, it's better because
there wasn't no complaining. I was
more. Yeah, you were happy, but I mean,
and you weren't happy.
I was happy because you were happy.
See, There's peace. But I mean, you want peace in the house.
I mean, yeah, I do like peace. I like money too, though. So it was like, but no, it was a great gesture. It worked. It made you happy. It was great.
And it felt like I wasn't robbed from my time of doing it, because let's be real, he gets his downtime. He gets his time to
my downtime. I'm only down when you down. When am I down to you?
Like, I'm saying, like, if I'm cooking, I'm cleaning on Fridays, and
I'm at work, yo.
Right? But that's my day off. On your day off, you get to have downtime. Is what I'm trying to say, and so that wasn't fair. So,
okay,
what you want to say?
I ain't gonna do you like that.
What you want to say?
You my wife.
What you want to say? We keeps it real.
No, keep it. That's okay.
Oh, you about to talk about me?
I mean, you good. Continue. Your wonderful point with your beautiful self. So lucky.
So be quiet. So anyway, let's talk about how we divide responsibilities. Now that we know that was something that, I felt like I had to do. If I didn't do it, it wasn't gonna get done. So he paid for me to have the house clean. We took a pause just because now we're working on this. Uh-huh. And so that's, like, we want to be financially responsible. One of the other things that we do, that I was doing was, I was doing the bills. Mm-hmm. And so he would one of the things about me, whenever I think about it, whenever it comes to mind, I just do it. I don't procrastinate. I just do it. And so bills was one of them. So I would get into bed, and if I'm chilling, watching TV, I'm like, oh, I forgot. But I need to do the bills. So I would start doing them.
We would say we would do them together on a particular day. Mm-hmm. And so I'm doing my thing, and you just start to do it. Mm-hmm. That ain't right. We're supposed to do it together. Mm-hmm. You just off and doing your thing. And then what happens is, when it comes time to do things, you just buy whatever you want to buy over here. Mm-hmm. And then when I want to buy something, we ain't got money for it.
Because I did the bills.
But no. We ain't got money for it. So I was like, no, stop doing the bills then, if that's how it's going to be. Because I felt like you was doing it just so you can have some money to spend. And I don't spend money. I'm not a spender. So when I do want to spend something, I ain't trying to hear it. I don't want to hear we ain't got. We going to make it work now. Should have never did the bills without me. That's how I feel about that. And I don't like to spend money.
Yeah, you don't. And he nickels and dimes everything.
Everything. We go to a restaurant, y'all, and it'll be all of us at the table, and I just like to calculate what the bill's going to be before it comes.
And Lord, don't let them be
I'm
close.
Good too, yo. I am so good at it. But anyway, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
But so what we did with the whole bill thing is now we do it together. Now there are some times when I'm like, babe, I did it and whatever.
We go back over it.
And but he needs to be in the know. So
yes. Now how did this start? This started before we talked about this a couple episodes of how when we first got married, I didn't know how to do anything. He just kind of just took it over and just kind of ran with it. And so at one point, once I realized, I ain't a boy no more, I'm a man. We got to figure this out. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, it was years of me just doing stuff and me being frustrated. That I was doing everything with the cleaning, with the cooking, with the kids. And I'm like, I'm seeing him over there living his best life, and I'm over here stressed out.
I don't know about that.
He was living his best life.
Whatever.
And I'm over here stressed out. And so, I mean, I just got to a point, like, I can't do this anymore. Like, that's the whole point of having both of us in here. There should not be one person in the marriage that's feeling like they're carrying all the load. There is no gender roles when it comes to our household. Everything is down the middle.
People who know you know that you take on a lot when you don't have to. People who work with you will say, you take on too much.
Because I do.
You don't have to take. Then you get mad because you got all this stuff you didn't took.
Because I want to do things in excellence. And so part of the dividing responsibilities is, I will say, I've had to learn to let him do things his way.
My way.
So I cannot sit there and micromanage
because my way ain't wrong.
It's just different. And so, like, for instance, his spaghetti.
It was trash. It was kind of good, though. The kids ate it.
He don't put no. I don't think you put no seasoning in the. You season, but you're. But
do
like
you not see this?
Yeah. I'm just. You season
for sure.
But your spaghetti sauce. Oh, I know what it was. It was the noodles. I'm like, babe, you gotta put oil in the water.
Don't do that.
What was it? Oil?
No, you know good and well. I know put some oil, some daggone water.
It was
Matter of fact, we talked about somebody who didn't put oil in this. We're not gonna do this right now.
But there was something that I'm like,
if you don't know what it is, then don't say it because I put some oil in the water.
He just does things different. Maybe he don't put Italian season. He don't put sugar.
That's not true.
You put sugar in your spaghetti?
I sure do.
Okay.
Now I use vodka sauce, but you don't want to use that no more.
Yeah, you don't need vodka sauce in your spaghetti all the time. But anyway, and then like this week, I gave him the recipe and he did it. It was a little bit more spicy than I would make it, but I had to. Spicy. But I had to let him do. So at the same time, I don't want to just blame you.
Yeah, ever since we did this podcast, it's like. I'm just I'm just the loser in this.
Well, if the truth, as my kids would say, if the shoe fits.
They said the boot fits from
when they say
Toy Story.
And then Malia was like, Dad, that shoe is kind of tight now.
Whatever.
Anyway, but I'm just saying there's a balance that I can't just say if I don't do it, it won't get done. I have to release it and allow him to do it his way, even if it's not going to be my way, because that's part of the frustrating part of dividing responsibilities. But the way I see it is, if I have to do all the cooking, if I got to do all the cleaning, if I got the kids going to be calling my name, you got to do all the driving.
Kids call you what? No, the kids call your name all the time. I wonder why that is.
That is the other thing. Mm-hmm. That is the other thing with if I don't do it, it won't get done. Is with the kids. Wendell can be in the house and they will call me and ask me, what we eating for dinner? Or what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with that? And your daddy is sitting right there. Can anybody relate to what I'm saying?
Because you always got something to say about something. That's why. If you was chill like me, they would just ask. But they already know. Ain't no point in asking him because all she gonna do is yada yada. So let's skip over the yada yada. Mom, what is it?
You say ask your mom.
You ain't never heard me say ask your mom.
You do say ask your mom.
I've heard ask your daddy.
Because I'm trying to get them out of my hair.
Mm-hmm. But is this podcast going well? I feel like it's just not going well.
We are discussing real life stuff, and in here you can get some nuggets because as you can see, as you can see, we are still navigating through all of this. But yeah, so we've tried different things about being intentional. I will have days where I plan out our grocery list, and I'll have things. I'm like, babe, okay, what can you cook? And you'll tell me.
I get down. I grill for real.
Yeah, he grills. And so I'll give you things that I know that you can do that will give me, that I can be completely out of the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And then with the bills, we try to be intentional with that. We tried, what was the thing? The thing that we tried, the budgeting thing that we tried.
Oh, right. I don't say it. They don't give us nothing for this podcast.
Anyway, but we tried an app. We've been trying different things, and so I think it's important. The bottom line to this is to understand that he's not just going to work 40 hours a week, come home, and I'm going to be naked and barefoot in the kitchen. That ain't how this works. I'm not going to be.
Have we tried it? I'm going to say, have we tried? I'm sorry. I'm playing too much today, but go ahead.
Anyway, it doesn't work like that. It's not just my responsibility to take care of the kids. And I think sometimes people come into marriage with thinking that that's your job to do that, or that's my job to do that. And if that works for you, that works for you. But over here, we don't do gender roles. It is both of us. We're not giving 50%. We're both giving 100% at everything. So we both cooking. We both cleaning. We both, Yeah, with the cleaning, we working on that.
Man, look, listen,
we both give.
I think what it is when you're married and you're doing life, and like for me, I'm working and doing these things. You're working doing these things, and sometimes you're just in autopilot, and you're oblivious to what's going on as far as with your partner, because you just been doing it for so long. We've just been doing the way we've been doing it for so long. So sometimes it's just really important to stop. Take a breather and look and say, hey, how we doing?
Mm-hmm. Do the check-in.
Just do the check-in to see, because, if you notice, she's always sad face and always breathing heavy. And I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying if you're noticing that from your partner, it's good to, like something's not right. What's going on? Because like you say, it's very easy to just do life. become roommates, and we got stuff we do. Let's just do it and not check in. We got to check in every
we do
2 weeks.
We do. It's definitely important to check in with your spouse and make sure they're doing okay. And that's something we encourage, those weekly check-ins. Like, what can I do better? How can I serve you better? How can I love you better? Is there something that we need to talk about? We're very good about kind of doing those check-ins in general, but if that's not a part of your routine, I would encourage you, do it weekly. If that's Sunday before you start your week, okay, let's talk about how can I do better this week so you don't feel like you're carrying the load. What can I do better to love you, to serve you? And you can make the questions up however you want to.
Yeah.
But the point is, you got to do those check-ins so that one of you are not feeling like, if I don't do it, it won't get done.
Right. And if you're a person who avoids conflict, checking in is not going to be the fun thing to do, because a lot of times when you check in, you're opening the door to change. And if you don't like change and you don't like conflict, checking in, you're not going to like it. But you
can't avoid it. It's
so much better for your marriage to do so. So it's one of those things where I feel better about where we are. You feel better about where we are. And
there are no unspoken expectations.
Right.
Like, I'm not secretly saying in my mind, I wish he would help me with this. You got to communicate.
You don't know how to secretly say stuff in your mind.
I really don't. Because if it ain't coming out my mouth,
it's all on this right here.
It's written all over
your face.
You
know how many times she done got her tail tore up as a child because of her face? Yes. It ain't never changed.
You don't have to say a word. Yeah, that is me. So anyway, we hope that we could, we thought this might be a good episode.
I hope this helped y'all somehow. Golly. We'll be much better next time. No,
but I think it's important for us to talk about all the things that we deal with, and I'm sure there are women, maybe some men.
Yeah, stop acting like the women the ones
who feel what I feel, because there are some men who cook, and the wife don't cook.
I feel like, me too. I feel like I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff too, and you,
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate the little chores that you do. Anyway,
whoa. Didn't we talk about that last week? Did you say about little chores?
Anyway, we hope that you guys would like and subscribe, share. We hope this gave you.
We hope we have another podcast after this.
We hope that we encourage you, and we want to keep it real about the things that are happening in our marriage. And hopefully we gave you some nuggets that will help you. So we will see you on the next episode of the Then Comes Love podcast.
Holla.